Okay, everybody knows it's in progress now.
Okay.
Okay, it's time, 10:30. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you so much.
To the NGO CSW Forum 7E. Inwelle Study and Resource Center presents Shefarmers Initiatives Nigeria. In this panel, the theme is scaling what works for women rural farmers. Shefarmers have 6 presenters, and they will have to talk about themselves. I was going to talk about them, but I think it's easier for them to talk about themselves and their achievements. They will say it better and then present what they have for us. I hope that's okay with you, Shefarmers. Shefarmers, do you accept what I'm saying? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
yes. That's fine.
Because I think it will be more forceful or more to the point so that we don't talk too much. We have only 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Oh.
The first person to present is Dr. Let me get to her. Dr. Maimuna Abdullahi Habib. She's going to be presenting on empowering rural women farmers, transforming communities. I am going to stop sharing so that she can talk about herself while I'm uploading her PowerPoint. Thank you very much. Over to you, Dr. Dr. Habib.
Is she talking already? I can't hear anything from my
we can hear you.
I just hope the network has not kicked her out.
Oh, she's here, but I can't hear her.
Nigerian network.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, distinguished delegates, colleagues, and partners, and our hosts, Inwelle Study and Resource Center Nigeria, for giving us this opportunity to partner with you and make these presentations. My name is Dr. Maimuna Abdullahi Habib, chairperson of Shefarmers Initiative FCT in Nigeria. I'm a veterinarian and the first female chief veterinary officer of Nigeria, 2022 to 2023. I retired 3 years ago, and together with some great women in the society, launched Shefarmers FCT Nigeria to give back to the society through empowering rural women farmers. It is an honor to join this dialogue during the CSW 70, where global leaders and civil society come together to advance gender equality and sustainable development. Today, I will speak about empowering rural women farmers as a pathway for transforming communities, strengthening food systems, and accelerating progress towards the sustainable development goals. You can see my picture there, this picture of my humble self in Shefarmers uniform, and the logo of where I work as a senior lecturer, that's Bayero University, Kano. Slide 2, please. This is the outline of the presentation. Thank you. The next slide. Who are these rural women farmers? They are the backbone of our local food system. According to FAO, women make up about 43% of the global agriculture and about 60 to 80% of Nigerian agricultural workforce. And in some regions of Africa, this percentage is even higher. Despite this significant contribution, women farmers often remain invisible in policy, financing, and investment priorities. Recognizing their role is the first step towards unlocking their potential. This is a photo of, please, go to, yeah, I'm on number 3. Yes, please.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
number 3 that is open.
Yes, it's open now. So this picture of, no, I think you jump it. Number 3 is number 4. You are on number 4. Go back small. Go back to the next, yes.
I am on 3.
Yeah, now you are there. So this,
okay,
this
it's Zoom that is doing it.
Okay, this is a picture of Shefarmers, members of Shefarmers Kano, with the permanent secretary of Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. They are showcasing their products to him when he came to Kano to give us some input, farm input. Next slide, please. Why should we empower women, rural women farmers? Research from FAO and UN shows that if women had the same access to productive resources as men, farm yields could increase by 20 to 30%. You can see in this picture one of our member in Kano showcasing her produce, which is a yellow bell pepper, the biggest I have seen so far. But unfortunately, 3 weeks after the launch of this product, the woman died. Why? Because of financial issues that she was facing. Nobody knew until after her death. Next slide, please. Yeah, so key challenges facing rural women farmers. This includes structural barriers, which are unequal land ownership, limited access to finance, restricted agricultural inputs, and climate vulnerability, limited access to market and technology. The policy framing should that there are not individuals. These are not individual limitations. They are systemic inequalities that require policy reform and institutional action. This is a photo of a woman. Still, all our women are still using hoes to farm. And even the last time we did a program, my national president was not happy seeing women using hoes to farm. But just yesterday, I was contacted by a director from Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security that they have a program for us to come and purchase tractors, but we have to make a deposit of 15%. And 15% of what? 15% of 40 million, which I know our farmers cannot afford it. So we'll be requesting from partners. Next slide, slide 5, please. Okay. Continue slide, the next slide. Yes, access to land and finance. According to FAO, less than 15% of agricultural landowners globally are women. This means millions of women farmers operate without secure land rights or access to formal credit systems. The solutions are to get gender-responsive financial services, cooperative credit systems, land tenure reforms, and targeted agricultural investment. You can see that at Shefarmers, this is a photo of 370 women that we trained in Gwagwalada Area Council. There are 6 area councils in Abuja. This is just one of the area councils. We trained 360 women on apiculture, beekeeping, and we are now preparing to provide the beehives, the boxes to them so that they can start their beekeeping. Next slide, please. Climate smart agriculture. Digital inclusion. Digital technology are transforming agriculture. However, digital gender gap remains in many rural communities. Digital tools can provide climate information, mobile extension services, digital marketplaces, and mobile banking. So expanding this digital access to rural women farmers is therefore essential for inclusive agricultural transformation. You can see our women in Kano showcasing their processed agricultural products. Next, and we'll be happy to have a rural fintech for this. Climate smart agriculture. Women farmers are frontline actors in climate resilience. They are responsible for seed preservation, soil management, and water conservation. Supporting women with climate smart agriculture practices strengthen both food security and environmental sustainability. Women must therefore be seen as leaders in climate adaptation, not only beneficiaries of program. This picture is showing drought on the farmland and in the animals. You can see emaciated animals. Next slide, please. Community transformation impact. When women farmers succeed, the benefits ripple across communities. Evidence shows that women invest more in family nutrition, children education, and healthcare. This is a photo of relevant stakeholders that are supposed to come together and see how we can transform communities. Next slide, please. Achieving sustainable transformation requires multi-stakeholder partnership. This includes government, multilateral institutions, civil society organizations, development partners, and private sector actors. Collaboration ensures that solutions are scalable, inclusive, and sustainable. Here in this picture, you can see that the first thing we tackle in Shefarmers is the land acquisition. Since we don't have land, our women don't have money to buy land, so we approach the universities, federal universities that have very vast farmland that are not using, to give us 20 to 30 hectares so that this can be shared among our women for the next 5 to 10 years, so they know they are sure of a place where they can go and farm and harvest. This is a collaborative, this is in partnership with the universities. There's going to be a skills acquisition center, and the university will work with university in research and development, mentoring, and training, and then we'll look at how the partnership will work. Thank you. Next slide. Policy recommendation. 4 key policies priorities are essential. Integrate gender responsive policies into national agricultural frameworks. 2, expand access to climate and agricultural finance for women farmers. 3, invest in rural infrastructure and digital connectivity. Most of the farms you go to, there are no even roads, no access roads to come in and out. It's a problem. 4, strengthen gender disaggregated agricultural data. These actions will help close the gender gap in agriculture globally. This photo you are seeing, they are members of, please go back, members of Shefarmers Kano who believe that they want to rise, grow, and lead, and they believe that women feed the world. Next slide. Call to action. Let me conclude with this thought. Empowering rural women farmers is not simply a development intervention. It is strategic investment in food security, climate resilience, and sustainable economic growth. When we empower a woman farmer, the households thrive, the communities prosper, nations grow stronger. Thank you very much for listening. Next slide. Thank you for listening. Any questions? I'm ready.
We are not going to ask questions now. Please write your questions down, but let's get to the next person, so that unless there's a burning question one person wants to ask, we move to the next person. That way we get everybody before we answer in-depth questions. Do we have that? No?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you ask that, and just that one question?
No, I was saying we should continue.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Okay,
yes.
Then. Okay, the next person is Upevi. Dr. Upevi is going to be speaking as presenter 2. Could you please introduce yourself so that and your background? Then I will share your PowerPoint.
All right, good day, everyone. It's good to be here. My name is Dr. Rebecca Bolanle Ukwevo. I'm the Public Relations Officer for Shefarmers Initiative, and I'm also a journalist. I'm the Vice Chairperson of the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, FCT, and I've served as a special assistant to the immediate past national president of Nigeria Association of Women Journalists. And presently, I work with the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, PEBE, in Abuja. To introduce my focus today, which is from farm to table, and promoting local systems, local food systems and women's economic empowerment. When we talk about farm to table, we are looking at what works for the rural women farmers. How do we empower them? How do we encourage them to continue farming? How do we ensure that their produce are being bought from them, because they need linkages with the consumers? Please, I need a slide on. Can I get a slide, or I share screen?
Oh, well, I think I'm looking at your slide one. Can't you see it? Or you want this slide two?
Yeah, thank you.
This is slide
you can
two.
move to the first, move to the second slide, please. All right. So the president of Shefarmers, who is actually the first speaker, she has actually given us the overview of Shefarmers. So I wouldn't spend much time on that, because we create linkages, helping the women farmers to have access to credit, market linkages, ensure that we also advocate for them, what works for the women farmers, ensure that women are encouraged to go to farm and they are going there productively, ensuring that they have support. That's the overview of our Shefarmers initiative, and we'll be able to empower a lot of women, just like the president has mentioned. Please, the next slide. The next slide, please.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Can you move to the next slide?
I am on the next slide. You know what Zoom does? When the picture is too much, it starts
I
not
can't
showing
hear.
what. Can you see it now?
Well,
Can anybody
I'll
see the
move on.
slide?
If you can hear
Can
me, please
anybody
move
see
on
a
to the
woman?
next slide.
Yes,
Can any?
you can see.
Yes, I
They
can
can
see
see
a
it.
woman. Yes.
I can
A little-
see.
Yeah, the woman that's
we can see
walking
a woman.
around the
She's happy
plank.
from
Yes, vegetable farm.
Okay, she's having a
for the government.
network issue.
But can you hear me now?
Yeah, very well.
We're also
Yes.
advocating, beautiful. We're advocating for government to see how to buy off produce from the women farmers in the rural area, so that they can produce more, and to support their farming activities, giving equipment, providing fertilizers. If we look at it in other countries, even in Nigeria as well, you see that the support that women have is very, very low, because already you have this idea of inequality. In Kenya, the Constitution 2010 guarantees women's right to inherit property. Some culture, women don't inherit property. And if you go by that, you see that the women are going to be left behind. So it's just something of belief. Women should have rights to inherit property, to have land, have access to land. Just like the president has mentioned, we go to the university, like we've been to the University of Abuja, to ensure that, okay, they give us from their vast land. Don't have access to market. We need to ensure that the rural areas have good roads, that when they produce, they can supply their produce. And the CSW 70 is talking about justice for women and girls. We need justice for women and girls. The female gender needs to have quick access to justice. It shouldn't be
Oh, your network is bad.
Yeah, it's network.
to justice.
Perhaps she could take the video off and just use the audio alone. That may help.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can.
All right, beautiful. So for instance, I say in Uganda, please, yeah, they have access to justice for on land disputes. For instance, now there's this organization in Nigeria called Presidential Business Environment Council. That's my office. We don't necessarily have to pay.
Can we go to somebody else and then come back to her later? Maybe especially in the question and answer, because network, when it starts this, is something
It's
else.
breaking. What did you say?
The network is not letting us hear you at all.
Okay, I should take my video off. Let me take my video off. Is it
Okay, you want
clearer
me
now?
to start? Yeah. Do you have your PowerPoint with you? Can you talk from your own notes from there? That way it will not task your system.
Can you hear my voice now?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
You are hearing me now? Yes, I'm hearing you.
Can you hear us? Okay.
Yes,
so
I
we're
can
hearing
hear
you. Okay.
All right. So I was talking about accelerated acceleration to justice for women on land disputes, so that women can be advantaged in agriculture. Can I have my slide back, please?
It's on. Can I?
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, yeah. This is fine. This is good. All right. Then now making a comparative analysis, we can see that it's not only in Nigeria that women are disadvantaged. We see that in Kenya as well, women have issues in agriculture. So the government, even in India, in Brazil, in other places, we need government policies to give support to women. And that is what Shefarmers is doing, ensuring that we provide advocacy so that the government can modify their policies to assist and boost the women farmers, ensure that women leadership and decision-making roles are being they are being respected and they are being honored. Please let me have the next slide. The next slide, please.
It's there.
All right, beautiful. Now, we are talking about the challenges faced by women. We check the statistics. You see that in Nigeria, statistically, FAO 2020 says that women own only 7% of agricultural land. That is really poor. And we've been advocating for women. What is happening? We really need to sit up and see how women can have better access to land. In Kenya, land ownership is around 1%, according to World Bank. And in India, women own only 2%. And 10%. India is 10%, Nigeria just 2%. So this limited access to land is a very, very big factor mitigating against the growth of women farmers in Nigeria and the world as a whole. And that is what Shefarmers is also doing, to advocate and ensure that we give support to women. The next slide, please. And as women farmers, we have to ensure that the income is encouraging. Please let me have the next slide.
There.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Now, Shefarmers initiative empowers women through a holistic approach, addressing key challenges in agriculture. We train our women, we assist them with access to credits, we link them up with banks to access credit. We create market linkages. You have the producer, you have the supplier. Oh my God, network again. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me? Good. Market
Yes,
linkages,
we can hear you.
You connect, you link them up, the producer and the supplier, the producer and the consumer, link up the market, because your chain of production is not complete without the consumers. And this approach has led to increased agricultural productivity and has enhanced women leadership, because a woman that is empowered economically, she can take a stand. She will take a stand. She will have the confidence even to take care of her children. If she's able to produce and to keep producing, we are encouraging organic farming, which is more healthier. And when a woman is into organic farming, you see it's a win-win thing. You are healthier, the children are better, the family is better. You train a woman, you train a nation, and then the food security is improved and nutrition is enhanced. They will stay very far away from the hospital. You don't keep going to the hospital at close intervals. The next slide, please.
It's there.
The next slide.
It's there. Look, it's taking time to get to you, but it's there.
Okay, thank you.
Continue
We talk about our success stories. We have a lot of success stories. I'm so proud of my president, Dr. Maimuna, when she spoke, because within short time, we've made a lot of successes in Shefarmers. The initiative promotes sustainable agricultural practices. We've trained so many women, home gardens. You see people now, even when they don't really have space, they plant into sacks. We encourage them even how to make boxes for their beehives. Go into so many things. Organic farming. Our women are being trained, and this has enhanced biodiversity and climate resilience for those that have actually gone into it. And the benefit is enormous. In your health is improved. You have increased crop diversity. Even around the home, you can plant, because from the farm, you get it to the table, you eat fresh food, you get raw food to eat. And we also link women up for exports. When women have access to credit, have access to loan, they can move from sustainable farming, sustenance farming to commercial scale. And we have food security in the nation. You empower women and even the community leaders as well. We let them know that no, empowered women not only left just sit in the house or just using common farm tools, hoe and cutlass. No, they should be given fertilizers, even have access to tractors and all that, and people to work. Okay, let me have the next slide, please. Next slide, please.
It's there.
Oh my, okay. So here we have
it's your network, don't worry.
Yeah, we have the recommendations. You can see from the picture. The woman you can see from the picture, the farm is green, the land is green, the woman is happy, she's healthy. This is what you get when women farmers are encouraged, because that gives food security. So Shefarmers initiative recommends governments and stakeholders to prioritize women empowerment in agriculture, come up with policies that will encourage women agriculture and land ownership, very, very important, and access to resources, to good seedlings, and assist these women to increase in their investments, capacity building. Knowledge is power. You have the knowledge, you have the information, they know what to do and how to do it right. Market access, government go to the silos, buy off these women produce. buy up the produce so that we can keep producing more for the populace. The next slide, please.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Can you see your call to action?
Okay. Wow. That means my network is really bad here. Yes,
Yeah,
finally I've seen it. Call to action. Just like I said, government implements policies supporting the women and also stakeholders. We need more, we need partners. We need development partners to partner with women farmers and support the women initiatives. We need donors to promote women agricultural empowerment. So let's collaborate together, not just after the CSW 70 we relax. No, we should continue collaborating. We should continue working together as partners to promote local food systems from farm to table, and the stakeholders, communities, for us to work together, even be he or she to also come and give support. Thank you so very much. Let's see the next slide where we have the references. We have a lot of references for more information. Go to the next slide. Go to the next slide where we have our comparative analysis, because when we look at other countries, we know that, okay, these are some things that we can borrow from this country. These are some policies we can borrow from this, especially quick access to justice. Quick access to justice is very, very important because a woman wants to feel heard. She needs attention, you know. Men shouldn't just look at the women as a weaker vessel, should see them as productive, because women are multitasking. Women are really, really multitasking and very intelligent and are meticulous. Whatever you give to women to do, so that women will always look at, follow up and ensure that they follow it up to delivery. So this last picture is that of Africa. You can see that our land is green. Africa is blessed. We have a lot of resources, but we need empowerment and we need to be encouraged as well. Thank you so very much. With this, we come to the end of my presentation. Thank you all.
Thank you. We're going to the third person. Edith, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so introduce yourself while I upload your PowerPoint.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we can hear you.
we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. My name is Edith Chegono Michael. I'm an economist, a sales consultant, and a top consultant, a sales consultant with Univision, VIP Express in the whole of Africa for 5 consecutive years. Now I am doing my thing. I'm a full-time farmer. I do crops and livestock. I rear birds. So I'm a farmer. I know what it means to farm. I know the challenges, and that is why I'm here today. Thank you. Yeah, the topic here says, okay, the topic here today says investing in women farmers, a key to achieving food security as sustainable development. Why should we invest in women farmers? Why is it important? Okay, so if it's important, why it's important is that if you look at okay, it's fine. Introduction highlight says they are the backbone of agriculture in Nigeria. They dominate, the dominator of smallholder farmers. According to Frontier in Nutrition, July 28th, it says the smallholder farmers produce 80% of Nigerian food, and women dominate the smallholder farmers. Okay, so if we dominate the smallholder farmers, we should be invested in. We bridge the gap of productivity. We enhance food security. The women are the catalyst. You know what catalyst is? What quickens the rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so we are the carrier of multiple effects of sustainable development. We carry global and local momentum. Global, that is why we are seated here talking to the world at large. Why do we invest in women farmers? Women reinvest their earnings. If we are invested in what we get, we reinvest it into the family, into the community, thereby creating multiplier effects that reduce poverty, drives inclusive growth. It is essential for achieving the sustainable development goals, especially gender equity, poverty reduction, education, and so on. Investing in them enhances food security. It reduces hunger and supports national development. Investing in women farmers boosts productivity, employment creation, and value chain development. Women farmers contribute significantly to develop Nigeria's agricultural workforce, producing staple crops like cassava, maize, and so on. Investing in them builds strong, self-reliant rural communities. Women farmers sustain local food markets and reduce dependence in external supplies. If we women farmers produce more of the food in Nigeria, why can't we be invested in? They foster social cohesion by leading cooperative and mentoring younger farmers. That is why Shefarmers are here. Their income from farming supports education of the children, healthcare, household stability, and so on. Women farmers are the primary providers of household food and nutrition, so we need to be invested in. Next slide. Next slide, please.
Is there? Can you see it?
Not yet.
You haven't seen it yet? It's your network.
Yes.
Just be reading from your
it's
own.
Nature's endowed qualities of women farmers. There is a reason we need to invest in women farmers. There are gifts that nature has given to us. Number one is nurturing gifts. As a woman, she nurtures her children. We nurture our children with love, care, and guidance. The same gift is what the woman does put into crop and livestock with patience. Ensuring they grow healthy and productive. Then the other one is resilience. As a woman, the women farmers endures challenges to provide for their family, often sacrificing for their own well-being. In farming, she withstands harsh weather, limited resources, and market fluctuations, yet continues to cultivate food for survival. We are patient beings. As a woman, we patiently raise our children, guiding them through stages of growth. This same quality we bring into farming. We patiently tend our crop, waiting through seasons for harvest, knowing that growth takes time. Next slide, please.
Can you see it? Is there?
Yes, I can see now. And resourcefulness. We are very, very resourceful. As a woman or as women, we manage our household needs creatively, often making the most of limited resources. This same quality we bring into farming. We innovate with local tools like hoes and cutlasses, indigenous knowledge, and sustainable practices to maximize yield in agriculture. Sacrifice. We are known for being sacrificial. As women, we prioritize our children's needs above our own. In farming, we invest our energy and time in farming, often working longer hours to ensure food security for our families and children. Leadership. As women, we guide our family, instilling values and discipline. In farming, we lead cooperative. Women like the Shefarmers, we lead cooperative, mentor young ones, and contribute to community and agricultural development. Visionary. As women, we dream of a better future for our children, our family. We envision sustainable farming practices that secure food for future generations. If we have all these qualities, why can't we be invested in to do more in agriculture? Next slide, please. What are the challenges women farmers encounter? Limited access to land. Yes. Well, the head of Shefarmers here just mentioned that she had to meet university to give us hectares of land. It's not supposed to be so. Pleading to get hectares of land to enable us cultivate. If things are done properly here, it shouldn't be that. We have restricted access to land. Here in Nigeria, we women don't own land. Land is inherited. Why should it be so? Policies should be on ground to see that we have access to land, to see that we can inherit land in order for us to cultivate. Women farmers struggle to secure loans. There is a sheep farmer sitting here who met with a bank, an institution. They came to her. She has hectares of land in the northeastern part of Nigeria. They agreed to give her a loan on a condition that immediately the loan is disbursed, she should start paying interest the next month. It shouldn't be so. This is a farmer that has planted her crops. She will wait for longer time for these crops to mature and to be harvested before even taking to the market. So where do you expect her to get interest to start paying immediately? Such policies should not, such banking policies should not even survive because it's not helping us. Agricultural training and extension. We should be giving agricultural training. Some of these agricultural extension workers find it difficult to even get to the rural areas. To those who need this, the smallholder farmers, they don't live in the city. They live in the communities, in the rural communities, where they can farm. Where the rural communities comprise the largest number of Nigerian masses. This extension should get to them, not just on social media, not just on platforms where they can see them work. They should get into the grassroots to do the needful. Women farmers face difficulty in selling their produce due to poor infrastructures. Some of these produce, the perishable one, imagine on most of the road in Nigeria today is not motorable. You harvest your crops, load them into trucks, and they spend 3 days or 4 days, even 5 days on the road before getting to the market. Sometimes hoodlums come, they clear those things. Me as a farmer, I face such difficulty. Infrastructure is a problem. After rearing birds, you have to go and buy cold boxes, or you take to cold room that will charge you a lot in order to blast them. Power failure is a problem. And to get solar energy is expensive. Sometimes my birds get decayed, rotten, and I throw them away. It's a big challenge. Poor policy and institutional support is a problem we have here, honestly. As an educator, I did education some time ago. Yes, we told that when they are planning in education, the children's scheme of work or whatever, I missed what I'm supposed to use. They invite even the traders, the farmers, the politicians, if you're even the herbal doctors, name them, everyone, because the education of the child affects everyone. But in agriculture, we are not invited. We are the one who put food on the table when it comes to producing agricultural production. We should be invited. We should have people at the end of their affairs who pours it out the way it is with us. Social and cultural barriers. These are the things we face that should be looked into too. Next slide. Fixing the challenges. There should be reformation of land tenure system, financial, sorry, I'm not seeing properly. Okay.
Yeah, because it's tiny.
Yeah, extension services should get to the grassroots, like I said. There should be an avenue to enable us, get loans, get facilities, enough money to buy our gadgets. Imagine tractors costing that amount. Majority of the sheep farmers don't have it. So how can we cultivate using hoes and cutlasses? Okay. Women should be integrated. Okay. The next slide. Investing in women farmers, major success stories. There are lots of stories from Atamaki Mata Women Farmers Association in Kano. They've done well. Shefarmers are doing great job. Training women and producing bees. The other one last time was potato. There's a special potato that is very, very good for the health. Lots of women were trained in how to do that and process it. Shefarmers is doing a great job. And it is documented. It's on social media. Even the government is aware of that. Then Inwelle Study and Resource Center is known for their good job in training women, bringing them together, investing in them, mostly in training. And that is why so many of them are doing their own thing now, not relying on government. They are self-employed right now with these trainings. Next slide. Investing in women. The lesson learned so far: economic empowerment, boosting food security, driving innovation, strengthening social development, breaking the barriers that has been existing or that is existing, and sustainability through equity. Equity is balance. When you do for the men, do for us, the women, so that we can be better. So my appreciation goes to Inwelle Study Center for bringing us on this platform to share how we feel and what the challenges we are going through, and the Shefarmers for bringing the women together here today to say what their problem is and to provide solution to what the challenges, Thank you very much.
So we've had Mrs. Michael. The next person we are going to talk to will be Dr. Margui. And Margui will talk to us, tell us what is she here?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Oh, okay, I see you. So as you're introducing yourself, I will upload your PowerPoint.
Okay. Good afternoon. From here in Nigeria, it's afternoon. And then from there, I think it's good morning. Good day, all. I am Christy Joseph Malgui. I work in the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. I work in the Department of Extension Services, and I'm currently the head of the Gender and Youth Division. My topic today, I'm not seeing my slides. Okay, good. My topic today is empowering women in agriculture, breaking barriers and boosting food security. Next slide. This is the outline of my presentation. The next slide, please. Okay, so why do we empower women in agriculture? It says women comprise about 43% of agricultural labor force in developing countries. And if women had equal access to resources, they could increase their yield by 20 to 30%. And this could automatically reduce the number of hungry people globally by 12 to 17%. And women are key drivers of food security and nutrition in their homes. The next slide. What are the barriers that women face? They face limited access to land ownership, and secure tenure rights. They have restricted access to credit, loans, and financial services. Women also have inadequate access to agricultural training and extension services. And then the cultural norms and gender stereotype types of limitations limiting their opportunities. We also have heavy burden of unpaid domestic and care work that they carry out in the family. So how do we break some of these barriers for women in participating in agriculture and food security? First, we can name some like legal and policy reforms. Here we can be able to reform land laws that will guarantee women's ownership and inheritance rights. We can also implement gender-responsive agricultural policies and projects that centers on women. We can also ensure women's representation in agricultural decision-making bodies. And we can also enforce equal pay for equal work in agriculture sector. Next slide. We can also, another transformation strategy that we can do is access to resources, because it's a barrier. We can develop women-focused microfinance and credit schemes. We can provide gender-sensitive agricultural extension services. We can also facilitate access to improved seeds, fertilizer, and technology. We can also create women-only farmer cooperative where women come together and then form a cooperative and access grants. Wow, you've gone up, go down small, go back. Okay. Okay, we've done this. The next slide, please. Okay, success stories of breaking barrier where women are doing. We have the self-help group. This self-help group was done in India, where 10 million women organized into self-help group, where they come together and then they were able to access credit. They were able to access credit and training markets, and it increased their household income. We also have the land rights in Rwanda, where the women were able, there was a land reform which gave women equal inheritance rights. Then we have the Farmer Field School in Kenya, where it was gender inclusive training programs. It increased women's agricultural knowledge, resulting in 40% of higher yields and improved nutrition. Then we have the Women Cooperative in Nigeria, where it was a women-led cassava processing cooperative, which they added value to the product and then it increased their income up, and also it reduced post-harvest losses. The next one, please. So boosting food security, why are women very critical in it? Women, they produce 60 to 80% of food in developing countries. Women also prioritize household nutrition and food diversity. Women's income is more likely also to be spent on the family nutrition. Women also pass agricultural knowledge to the next generation. As such, women are more likely to adopt climate smart practices. Next slide. Then what's the impact of empowering a woman? It helps to close the gap in agriculture, and it could lift up to 150 million people out of hunger. And children are 10 to 20% more likely to be healthy when their parents, their mothers, control resources. And then you can also say farms managed by women, they tend to have greater crop diversity. And then women invest 90% of their income back into the family, unlike the men who invest 35%. Next one. So there are some there are some women-led initiatives for food security, some strategic interventions. One is the production level strategy. One is to promote climate resilient crops and farming techniques. Two, support home gardens and small-scale livestock rearing. They can facilitate access to irrigation and water management systems. We can also encourage agroecological and sustainable farming practices. Okay, then the market and value chain strategy now. Under it, we develop women-friendly market infrastructure and timing. We support value addition and food processing enterprises, creating linkage between women farmers and buyers, that's marketing, and then build capacity in business management and financial literacy, that's capacity building for the women, and then leveraging digital platform for market information and sales. Next slide. Can we go to the next one? Okay, it's fine. Then there's the systematic changes that needs to be done as part of the strategic for intervention. We have there's integrate gender analysis into all agricultural programs, collect and use sex disaggregated data for policy making, challenge harmful social norms through community dialogue, engage men and boys as allies in gender equality, ensure women's voices in climate adaptive planning. Next one. Okay, building networks and partnership is another strategic intervention. It's strengthening women farmer association and network, the way we are here, Shefarmers. Strengthening the network of women farm associations. Foster partnership between government, NGOs, and private sector, because the government cannot do all. And then once the private sector comes in with the NGO, when they foster partnership, it gives a very strong bond. Then we create mentorship programs, linking experienced and new farmers. That's another intervention. Then develop SASAT knowledge exchange platform, leverage technology for networking and learning. Next one, please. Successful models around the world from the field that we have seen work. The Graham Bank model that was done in Bangladesh. Here, microcredit was specifically targeting rural women, and it has reached up to 9 million borrowers with 98% repayment rate. When women use loans for livestock, equipment, seed, equipment production, and family income. Another successful model that's worked is the digital grid. This digital grid, they made a video-based agricultural extension, which reaches women farmers in their communities, and it increased adoption rate and practices by 70% compared to traditional percent, because this is a video-based agricultural extension. And then the One Acre Fund in East Africa, it provided smallholder farmers, 51% women, with financing, training, and market access. Participants averaged 50% increase in farm income and improved food security for 4 million people. We also have WARFAN in Nigeria, Women Farmers Advancement Network. It supports women's access to land, input, and market. Members report 35% increase in yield and improved household. Next slide. Key insights from the field. What works? Lessons learned. First, the integrated approach addressing multiple barriers simultaneously. We can also say community-based solutions that respect local content. We have to look at the local content and then see we respect the local content and their tradition and norms. Involving men and community leaders and champions of change in any community. Another lesson learned is combining economic empowerment with social empowerment, and then long-term commitment rather than short-term projects. Challenges to address. Persistent cultural norms require ongoing community engagement because the norms cannot be changed one day. So it requires ongoing community engagement. Time poverty limits women participation because women, they have children to care for, and then they also do house chores. And then climate change disproportionately affects women farmers, which is correct. Then we scale up requires sustained funding, political will. Need for better monitoring and evaluation of gender impacts. Key takeaways. Moving forward together. Next, okay, it's here. Empowering women and agriculture is not just a right, it's smart economics. Gender equality in agriculture can feed an additional 150 million. We must address barriers systematically: land, credit, training, and markets. Successful models exist, which we can do, but we need to have the political will to scale them up in Nigeria. Building networks strengthens women's collective voice and power. The next one is call to action. Call to action for our policymakers, it means enact and enforce gender-responsive agricultural policies. For our development partners, we can say let them fund focus-based agricultural programs. For private sectors, they should include women farmers in value chain. For the communities to challenge harmful norms and support women leadership. For women farmers, let's continue organizing, innovating, and inspiring change. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for listening.
Please mute yourself if you have noise in your background. Actually, mute yourself if you're not talking.
Sure.
Mute yourselves if you're not talking, if you're not presenting, please. I'm handing it over to you, Dr. Maimuna, because the other two, I don't have PowerPoints from them, so you call them.
Oh.
The he for she.
Mr. Lugard, are you still here? Mr. Lugard, he's not here. And
I can see him. I can see his name.
Mr. Lugard, are you here?
Okay. So the lady.
Ajia Rekia, she was here earlier. What
I'm
happened?
here, ma. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma.
Okay, good afternoon. Please, where's your slide?
I
She
sent
can
it to the
present.
email you gave. I sent it to her email yesterday.
So
No,
she
I
said
don't
it
see
to
it.
me. She
I
said
didn't
she
Oh,
see it.
goodness. That's serious.
And
Wow.
yesterday
So
will
the,
be too
can
too
you
close to the
you
event.
shared it. You shared it later earlier. So can you share it from your end?
I'm trying to do. I'm not very conversant with this. I'm so sorry about
You
that.
did before.
Okay. Is it there now?
No,
Yes.
click on share. Yes, it's here now.
Yes, it's there. So continue. Go on, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon from Nigeria. My name is Ajarika Ibrahim Amidu. I'm a civil servant with 30 years of experience, almost 25 years in foreign service, and 5 years now in National Sports Commission. But despite my civil service life, I have been a lover, a passionate farmer from the onset. Right from the campus, all the school I attended in Nigeria, I still have my legacy farm left for the other generations to follow, to enjoy. So this is interest. My farming is about my interest. I have always been a farmer from the beginning. And that is why wherever I see farming group, I jump into it immediately as soon as it's about farming. So that is why I'm here today to present this particular topic through Shefarmers are doing a very good job in Nigeria. They are everywhere, all over, empowering women to be self-reliant, learning from farming at primary level to uh, value addition, to accessing markets and all that they need to know to make farmers a viable business for rural farmers. So addressing the particular topic I have today is closing the gap. Uh, Before I forget, I am also a founder of a farming group called Audi Family Farmers. We've been here since 2002 in Abuja, and we are nationwide on 36 states, including FCT. We are doing almost similar things like Shefarmers, but I see my president in Shefarmers very, very serious, and I love her as a mentor. I would like to copy one or two things from her, and that is why I am I am very serious in this particular group. So, addressing this particular point, the challenge, closing the gap, challenges and opportunity for rural women. I want to state that rural women play a major role in food production in Africa. Since they produce up to 60 to 80% of food in Africa, having been blessed with arable land all over Africa, women with their resilience put in their very best to ensure that they contribute their quota to food production or food system in Africa. Slide 2. So they have a lot of challenges despite their efforts to produce food, surplus food in Africa. A lot of challenges are being faced by rural women. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are.
Are you hearing me? Okay.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay. The challenges rural women face are enormous, but I can list only few for the sake of time. They have a limited access to land, credit facility, technology, poor infrastructure, and market access. Climate change impact, unpaid care work and limited decision-making power. So, despite the challenges there are opportunities. They face these challenges I've mentioned, but there are still opportunity for women in Nigeria and Africa at large. There are strong opportunities to empower rural women with proper training, access to digital tools, and leadership opportunities in agribusiness. Women can significantly increase productivity and income. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So with proper training, women can significantly increase productivity and equally increase income. So also, another opportunity is in agribusiness. Agribusiness opportunity. Beyond farming at primary level, women can also participate in value addition, which I see, you can see is on record that Shefarmers is doing this nationwide. They have done it in Kano, they did it in Abuja, when they produce potatoes and they taught women how to peel it, to dry it and turn it into custard or into flour that is still being used as addition to baking. So activities like this, such as processing, packaging, and marketing of agri products, is also an opportunity that women have to leverage on. Women-led cooperative and digital platform can also help farmers to access markets and better prices. Are you seeing my slide?
Yes, we see it.
Okay. Women-led cooperative and digital platform can also help farmers access market and better prices. So now to bridge the gap, to bridge this gap, that is the main point. Where is my slide? To bridge the gap, stakeholders must invest in capacity building, improve access to finance for women, also improve access to technology, because our government is fond of importing or purchasing high equipment like tractors. Our smallholder farmers, the rural women, cannot, like my president gave an example the other time, is you have a tractor of 40 million and a farmer that his capital is not even up to 1 million naira. You want him to, him or her, women, sorry, you want her to come and pay 15% of 40 million, and he's only having a farm that can raise only 2 or 3 million. So that in essence is a problem to women, and we are inviting stakeholders, partners to improve this finance, to partner or collaborate with women to have access to this small what is it called, technology like small tractors and the rest, to ensure that without the huge capital outlay, they will be able to have equipment that will facilitate the production and facilitate and increase their productivity. Then investing in women. We are inviting stakeholders also to invest in them by through linking women to market linkages. Whatever they produce, they should be able to have direct access to the market. Like my president said the last time, let women's produce be advertised. Let them have the platform to advertise their products and be able to sell. Because if you produce and they are not able to sell, that on its own will be an element that will discourage them from further engagement in farming or production. Then we also have invite our well-placed persons, both locally and internationally, to support policies or promote advocacy that will allow government to promote women's land rights and financial inclusion. So if all these are done, it will close the gap between what they have as challenges and what we stand as prosperity. Because as soon as women is empowered at the grassroots level or whatever level they are, as soon as they are empowered, you are empowering the family, the community, and the nation at large, if not Africa as a whole. So as Audi family farmers where I lead, our strength there is cooperative. We engage ourselves to develop a model which is self-help mechanism that we use 2,000 naira, we drop there and forget about it. Over time, we give our need something, especially the
network. Let's give her a minute.
Okay, it was remaining only one slide for her to complete.
Yes. Maybe we... okay, Dr. Maimuna, I'm handing it over to you to handle the questions. What will happen is when somebody asks a question and it's something pertaining to what you presented on, then you answer that question. Dr. Margui, the same thing. Just write down the questions that pertain to your own presentation. That way you answer the questions you can answer. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Is that okay with everybody? Yes.
Okay,
Please, if you have a question, raise your hand so you can ask a question, and then the person concerned will write it down. We take 5 questions. Then we answer those questions. Then we take another batch. Any question? Okay, I have one. And I think about 2 or 3 people will be able to answer that question. Dr. Maimuna and the last speaker and Edith. My question is, for somebody who has not started farming or who has a small scale farming, how can that person manage the issue? Because Nigeria is one kind of a kind of management. The issue of being able to get people to work there, whether you are there or not, and not lose all your investment. Because I know some people abroad are here listening to what you're saying, and they might be thinking of coming home to invest. How would they know, or how will they manage it in such a way that they don't invest and lose all their investment to some people that are not scrupulous? Put it that way. Have you had challenges?
For me, I own a 73 hectare of farmland in Zaria. And the challenges I had then was after harvesting, before going back to pick up the harvest, some people may come in and take away some or all, and then you don't know who has done that. And then another thing is that if you are interested in farming, it's better you key in with a cooperative where you can fund or contribute to the farming. At the end of the day, if they are gains, you gain, you get your profits. If there are losses, you share the losses. Because farming, anything, natural disasters can come at any time. Like this year in Kano, tomato and sugarcane farmers lost heavily. Last year, farmers as a whole lost heavily due to fall in prices of crops. while they use a lot of money to buy fertilizers, and then after harvesting, thinking they will sell a bag of maize for 63,000, they are now selling between the highest in this during this fasting period this month it was 26,000. So farming is you look at profit and losses, and to get somebody that will really be honest with you is better for you to link up with a cooperative and see how you can fund some parts of the farming for that year, and then you have your EOP. At the end of the day, you come and see what they have. If there are profits, you make profit. If there are losses, you share in the losses and move. Thank you.
Mrs. Michael, can we hear from the poultry side? She's talked about the famine of crops. Can we hear from and I know you raise also, you breed dogs too. Can we hear from that side? Because people are thinking of different areas of farming.
Okay. In the poultry aspect, I will advise whoever is coming into it should not just do it from afar. You need to be seated there. Even if you are going to employ people, you need to monitor what they do. I can remember owning a large layers farm. Then I was busy working. I lost a lot to workers who pick my eggs and sell them off on their own without me knowing at all. They work in other farm. They brought in diseases from another nearby farm. I'm paying them to work for me. After working for me, they clean up, they go into other farm to make extra money. They brought in diseases from that farm because I know the farm had problem, and I lost almost all the birds. So if you are going to be doing this, you need to be seated to this with the workers. Yes. You can never be successful.
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Can you complete my session, please?
So please,
okay, can you give us like 2 minutes and we come back to you? Ajia?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
So
finish.
You have to be seated there. No matter how wide your eyes are, you can't see all, even seated there, not when you're working from afar. That particular set of parts of my business crashed. So I'm doing broilers. Broilers is not easy. You have to be seated there to monitor how these workers work. If you are not there, they don't clean up the drinkers, the feeders well, is a problem. The birds gets infected. Then the major problem is the markets. For you to produce, actually, you need to be producing on a 35% cost percentage. I just discovered I'm producing on 70%, which is disastrous for me. After producing these birds, maybe our table size is from 3 kg. No, we want it big, we want it strong. It will cost you like 7,000 or 7,000 plus to get to that weight. And you see a middleman coming to price 6,000. Is disheartening. So what I did to help myself was not just to rear the birds. I started processing myself. I defeathered them. I got cold boxes. I'm even looking at getting a solar cold room. It's very, very costing. It's cost intensive. So I freeze them, get packaging for them, beautify them, and push them to end users. If you don't push to end users, you cannot make ends meet in poultry. If you are supplying to middlemen, it's a disaster. I've gone to, as a sales consultant and as a marketer, I've gone to hotels. Some hotels will open up, they negotiate with me, I sell. Before you know it, once they see their sister who is also into farming, they push you aside and bring their sister in. That's the challenges we are facing. Okay, no problem. I produce it. Tell me your percentage. I don't mind. I will pay you. Buy my birds. Before you know it, by the time you supply first, second, third, they push you aside and bring another person in. So I withdrew from that. I don't go to middlemen. I produce the capacity I can sell. I freeze them, package them, send them to end users. So that is what I'm doing currently. If not, in fact, my poultry farmers, a lot of them have stopped farming. A lot of them have stopped because they've incurred a lot of losses. Some of them are even looking for people to rent their poultry farm. So you have to be on ground to watch what is happening in order not to lose your birds or lose your eggs, to make sure there's no diseases in there, and sending it to and selling is a major one. If you can conquer that, then you are good to go. There's a big challenge, I believe, if government will help us solve and put policy in place when it comes to poultry. Let me give you an example from, we have Olams. They have hatchery, they plant. If they are to hatch their birds and sell to the farmers, they should be stopped from producing birds, as in growing them. They sell to us at 2,000 per bird, day old. Some 1,400, 1,500. How do you make ends meet? These same people that produce hatching these birds and selling to us, like Agrited, a lot of them, Valentine, they will go back, produce the birds, because they are not selling, they are not buying, they have the parent stock. They will fill the whole market with birds. Those of us that have paid 2,000 or 1,008 per bird to rear, we find it difficult to sell because they sell cheaper. The masses go there to buy from their shops. Then the field processors, those who produce the feed we use, are also producing birds. So they are bound to sell cheaper while we sell higher. When you see chicken that is cheaper in cold rooms, you will buy and you won't even look at us. You buy the cheaper one. That is what the challenges we are facing. They are not meant to produce. Let them process the food. Those that are hatching, they are not meant to rear birds. Let them be giving us a day old. But they are all doing all that.
Thank you, Edith. Okay. Everybody is into business. You can't stop anybody from doing it.
Okay, sorry. I'm taking the time. Sorry.
Let's have Ajia 5 minutes to finish.
So from the beginning, I said I was once the chief veterinary officer of Nigeria. Even those that you think are very big in the poultry business, they are crying because I remember Olam lost 2 million birds. They went and vaccinated against AI, and they lost 2 million birds. And I was there. I inspected their business. So they too, they are suffering. So you cannot. They have this poultry business they are doing. You can't stop them from doing it. You can diversify on your business. You can look for way out of doing this. We can discuss later. I'm a veterinarian and I know a lot about animal health. Thank you so much.
Okay,
can I ask a question, please?
Okay, Ajia, can we give Ajia 2 minutes to say thank you, and then we can ask more questions? You know, we are on virtual, so we can stay longer. It's our virtual. We don't have to end at 12 o'clock. Okay. If you want to stay after 12, stay. We will continue talking. Ajia, could you please finish if you're still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you, ma'am. So I was discussing a cooperative mechanism that we are operating in Audi family farmers. So I just want to discuss it briefly because I want other persons around here to at least see another method of empowering women. Apart from waiting for loan from bank or investments from other persons, we can also develop self-help mechanism through cooperative model. So we are doing that in Audi family farmers and it's helping our farmers nationwide. But we also call for action here that we are to truly empower rural women farmers. We need stronger partnership between government, development organization or development partners and private sectors to invest in women-led agriculture. And that will strengthen rural economies and reduce poverty. So in conclusion, empowering rural women farmers is not only a gender equality issue, it is essential for global food security and sustainable development. When women farmers thrive, communities and nations thrive. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present as Shefarmers. I appreciate my president and all the doings. We are learning from them. Thank you. I appreciate. I remain Ajarika
Thank you.
Ibrahim. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I almost made a big mistake. One of the chiefs in our satellite centers has been here, Chief Antonio Konko. I can see his name there, and he's one of those stakeholders in Ogidi, where we have a satellite center. So he's also interested in farming somehow. I just want to acknowledge his presence. Thank you for being there.
Yeah, hello, thank you. Yeah,
Do you have
actually,
anything to tell
yeah.
us?
I mean, I've listened for the past 2 hours, and it's very interesting that the women, you guys have seen the difficulty in agriculture. Gidi, actually, we do a lot of things. We do what we call the BSF farming, and we also do fish farming, and then also do pig farming. Again, one of the biggest problem I face definitely is the market. So I'm somebody who tries to always make sure that I know the market before I have the product. But I know that it's not easy for every female, most rural farmers to have the kind of resources. So I think I don't know whether Shefarmers have a cooperative kind of system so that they can sell in bulk. And then if there has any kind of contact information to such, because like for me, we buy granules, cake, we buy maize, we buy in bulk, we buy a lot of farm products, even what they call it, a blood meal. So if I can have a contact, if you guys can share a contact for people that have like cooperative that sell their products, I would be interested in buying.
Okay.
Normally, currently we buy from Ibadan. We go to Ibadan, we buy, but I'm sure that if we have other sources, we will be interested. Again,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you so much, sir. I think we can partner with Shefarmers. Shefarmers Kano, Shefarmers Abuja, we're all a cooperative entity. So we can partner with you if it's okay. We can supply you, and then because we are having, like I said, working together with the university, and at the university we are building a skill acquisition center, and we are having our farms there and everything. So we can arrange and see how we can be supplying you from Kano Shefarmers Cooperative. Thank you.
Okay, I will volunteer myself to do the linkage. I will, if you are, of course, he said he wants to your linkage, so I will share his information with you, Maimuna. Then I will leave you to take it from there. How about that?
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Yes, you are part
okay.
of FCT Cooperative. So
I just joined. I only
just
have
join.
something small.
I know. We are even co-opting you as part of our project committee. Thank you so much.
So, any other question or any other interest in doing what Shefarmers is doing?
I have a contribution.
Okay,
Good.
there's somebody who has a question, please, from the...
Yeah, somebody earlier. Who was that?
Yes, he said his
It
name
was
is...
me. Hi. It was me. My name is
Sheung.
Oluwaseun. Yeah.
Sheung.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Nice to meet you all. My name is Oluwaseun.
Can we
and
see
I
your
guess my
face? If possible.
I don't look that presentable right now, but sure.
Okay, good.
So yeah, my name is Oluwaseun, and I just wanted to ask, how individuals like myself who are passionate about making a difference in Nigeria back home, how in the diaspora we can help. So particularly with this issue, an initiative of Shefarmers, what can I do to spread awareness and also, yeah, contribute at a local level?
A question, please, again.
How can she help, and what can she do locally, and how can she connect with you guys to help? So you tell her what you need.
Yeah.
So basically what we are doing is empowering women through training, capacity building, and then we also look for markets for their products. We help them in processing, and I just said, just when I was presenting, that we have a partner that is like projecting or marketing, is ready to market our product, but we need to produce the package that they design and send to us. So we sent to a designer that will produce that, the producer, somebody that will produce the packaging, and he gave us his bill. So we are starting from there. So if it's possible for you to market our products, it's fine. If it's possible, you can get people who can finance one or two things for Shefarmers, is fine. We are here to help the rural woman. We want to see that she does not carry her produce on her head to the farm every day, because they trek miles to get to the farm, to get to the markets from their homes. Getting to the farm, if they need to pay for transport, especially now that the fuel is very expensive, that's gas, we call it gas, it's very expensive, they rather trek to and from the market back home with their produce. If they don't sell, they take it back home. So what we are trying to do is to make sure that they don't do that. We want to see that we sell the product directly from their home. All we need to do is to go and pick it up, pay them their money, then package it and send it to wherever it's requested. Yes.
So just a follow-up question from
can you drop your information on the chat? That way the Shefarmers can pick it up and then continue the conversation with you. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine. Can I just ask
your contact on the chat?
Could I just say one follow-up thing, which is just more about Shefarmers Initiative? Am I right in thinking that you're almost like a middleman between, I guess, the people that want to buy, but then also the local farmers? Is that how I should view it?
Not quite.
We are not middlemen. We are not gaining anything from it. We too are farmers. We are not gaining anything from it. We are only helping I have a 73 hectare farmland, and I'm an exporter. I'm an exporter, a big time exporter. I have a very big warehouse in Kano. So we are helping the farmers. As we are doing our business, we are also helping the farmers. If a farmer said her produce is 3,500 naira, all she needs to do is to buy the package, maybe 500 naira or 1,000 naira, and put her produce inside, and then we send it. We are not making anything. I, as the chairperson, I'm not making anything. I don't need anything from there. We want to see the woman rural farmer that is being empowered. Let her stay in her house, take care of her children and her home, and then she's still doing her business. Not that she will leave the children at home and trek to the farm with her produce and trek back home to meet the children. Maybe they are not in the house or they are sick or something. So that is what we cannot do for everybody, but we are trying to see what we can do for as many as we can. Yes. So we are not middlemen.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay. Dr. Magui wanted to say something.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the marketing aspects. The marketing aspect, there's a program that JICA, Japanese corporation, brought to Nigeria over 4 years ago. They call it SHEP, it's smallholder empowerment, a smallholder livelihood and empowerment program. What they do is you have to identify the market before you produce. They call it produce to sell, not farm and sell. You must have it. They deal with cooperatives the way we're as a cooperative. But before you plant any product, they are actually doing it in horticulture crops. But the approach has moved on to different value chain. You must do market survey first and come down. When you do the market survey as a group, you come back and see what is more economical, what will give you more gain to produce. By the time you now analyze your market survey, you will know what you are selling, and then you go into partnership with the company. Like if you know there's a restaurant that will tell you they will need chicken by June, you seal the deal with them. Then you go and raise the chicken and you give it to them. They will tell you the weight of the chicken they want. They will tell you the variety and everything. So that one is able to help you that you have already identified a market before you produce and then you take it. So some of these marketing problems that our farmers have, because they just grow when it's season, somebody will just go and grow something. He doesn't even have a specific market to take it to. By the time he goes to the normal market, that is where he meets middlemen. By
So,
the time middlemen
can I
inside,
say something? Can I say
yes, ma'am.
something?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you are in business, you produce whether you have the market or not.
Wow.
Because even if you have the market, there is no guarantee. You can
No,
it has
there's
happened.
guarantee because you seal with them.
No. I'm telling you, there's no guarantee. If we agree with you that it is
Yes.
because we are not going to law court, we are not going to call a lawyer to come and sign any of this thing. I agree with you that I'm going to produce for you in June, and at 10 naira. Before that June, you will approach another person that will say he will give you at 8 naira. I will go back and produce. And then by the time I come back to you, you say, sorry, I've already gotten somebody at 8 naira. You didn't tell me whether I will agree to give you at 8 naira or not. You already bought from somebody, and you will make sure that you tell me to come by 2 p.m. and you ask that person to come by 10 a.m. and supply you with his own. Then you will now start showing me that this. So I'm producing at loss. But if I know that I'm going into the open market, that's a different thing. Now you have allow me to just think that I'm supplying to you. I'm not thinking of any other market, open market that I can go to. So in Nigeria, it does not work like that. So, and
Yes.
if it
It's
is,
because we don't have good pricing
yes,
mechanism.
there's no
Anybody just
control.
sells what he
There's no
likes.
control over
The
pricing. And
market pricing.
that's why we are looking at this packaging, and we know that one will work better for the women. When it's time for you to produce, when it's raining season, you have to produce. You produce, and you will show you how to keep your products so that they will not get bad. Then small you produce. When you process, then we start selling. That's the way we are going to work with the women. But saying don't produce, if I have 100,000 as a rural woman and I keep it, I don't produce anything with it, I'll be taking it one by one and spending it. At the time you know the money is finished. So you need to do something with the money so that, yes, if it's crops, you put it in your...
Somebody has a hand up. Wiwa has a hand up. Can she talk?
Yeah.
Wiwa, can you ask your question?
Yes. Thank you so much. I wanted to just say thank you to everyone for your presentations. I really liked it. My name's Monale, and I have a question about advocacy. Women farmers, as you guys already mentioned, they often face agricultural challenges and also environmental pressures, and particularly in regions affected by multinational extractive activities. And I'm wondering, how does a Shefarmers initiative approach these like broader structural issues? Do you guys engage in advocacy related to environmental accountability? Or do you guys, teach women or make communities to advocate towards, against this extractive practices in these regions, like in the Niger Delta?
Does anybody want to take that question?
We are not yet in Niger Delta. I know when we get there, the women know their territories. They know their communities. They know what they can do to survive. I bet you. They know everything about their communities. All they needed from us is that market, and then they need to upscale what they are doing. We need to stop them from using the hoe. We want them to start using the tractors. You understand? So we want them, instead of doing 1 acre, we want them to do 1 hectare. Let's start from there. We want them to upscale, and then we want them to get to the market. And whatever is happening in their environment, they know how to go around it to make sure that they have their produce. If you cannot produce crops, you can produce palm kernels. So you have your palm oil. And this is the period that everybody goes to that region to go and buy palm oil. I do too. I buy maybe 300, 400 gallons of 25 liters palm oil and bring it to the north and then sell after 4 months. So every region or every part of the country knows what they want to produce and how they want to produce it, and all they need is the market. So we want to collaborate, we want to have partners so that we can, even there should be an exchange. From the north, you take some crops, from the south, you take the palm oil and other things and palm kernels and everything, That's a good way we can even start something if we have a Shefarmers in the Niger Delta area. I hope you are okay with my explanation.
Yeah. Rosalind George, are you still there? Rosalind George. Okay, it looks like she's not there.
Yes,
I have two other.
I'm here.
Okay, do you want to say anything? I'm calling Rosalind because she runs a place called Cashew Gardens, and I see a whole lot of things they do. So I want to know if she has anything to tell Shefarmers. And this person talked about environmental too.
There's somebody signed up again.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
No, it's the same person. Oh, another person.
No, Chairman.
Okay, give us a second.
Okay, this Chairman.
Rosalind is also an NGO president for that Cashew Gardens, and I know she. Okay, let me not say I know. Do you have something to say to us?
Well, the dynamics is slightly different because in Trinidad and Tobago, where I'm from, in the Caribbean, women are allowed. Sorry,
I lost.
Women are allowed. We are allowed to own land, and so though the men are the ones who predominantly do the farming, the women are a great sense of support. We would be the ones in the market doing the selling and that sort of thing. But there is no restrictions at all whatsoever for women owning their own land and starting up their own enterprises. And so here in Cashew Gardens, what we have is a community type facility where we have a community farm. But our project is multifaceted because whatever we sell on the farm, it goes towards supporting our other initiatives. So we have like a homework and activity center. We also engage in recycling and composting. So we have an environmental aspect of our projects. And then most recently, we opened our own community market right in the front of the community. So the stuff that perhaps the market, the general market wouldn't take, we have the opportunity to sell for ourselves right in the front of the community at our very own community market. So that's probably an initiative that the Shefarmers could think about, setting up little homesteads in the community itself so that you can get sales on a daily basis right within the community rather than always sending the produce to the bigger market where there's a lot more competition. Maybe we could think about making it a little more convenient and having markets set up in your own individual communities. So that would just be my 2 cents, because that's the model that we use here in Cashew Gardens.
Thank you.
When you go to the villages, everybody produce everything. So you can hardly sell much in your community because everybody has what you have. So you have to take it out. The excess you have, it's not that everything you farm you must sell out to outsiders. No, you keep small for your home, and then the excess you have, you take it out to go and sell because the community cannot consume the remaining things you have. You too need some money for healthcare, for education, for other things. So the communities they have enough for themselves. Thank you.
What about processing what about processing and teaching? So last year we taught the persons in our community how to pickle the excess products and make preservatives and even sell that to the groceries. So you have the mangoes and the plums and things like that, and we create another product.
So that is why we are building the Skills Acquisition Center in the universities that we have, so that the women can come and process, because they don't have money to buy these processing machines. But in the skill acquisition center, we hope to have all these processing machines where they can come in and then process their goods and then sell to individuals or supermarkets. So those are the things we are part of our this. Yeah.
But I applaud your work, and I think we need to partner and have some more conversation outside of CSW. I think we can learn so much from each other.
Contact Prof.
Yes.
Contact Prof. And
She doesn't. She's my partner. She's my partner at CSW.
So
we go to CSW together. We use each other's organization. So you okay with that one? I have two other stakeholders here. One is Patience Ekuno. The other one is Evelyn. Evelyn, do you have something to say to us?
One Shaman has her hand up since.
Oh, sorry, Shaman?
Yes.
Is that Shaman?
Yeah. Yes.
Please, sorry. I kept thinking it was Bolanle, the other lady's hand, because she was on that side. Okay, sorry.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Really nice to be here and hear watch your presentations and get a good feel about what you're doing. Just to explain about who I am. So I am a sustainability consultant in London. I'm also part of a number of networks which are connecting the Black community across the diaspora. And actually, I'm part of an American business chamber that are actually in Nigeria at the moment on delegation. It would be really good to connect with you, particularly around the cooperative projects, to see how we can plug in and, strengthen your position really somehow. Based on what you're saying and based on my knowledge of, Nigeria and also wider communities, I really do think that you need to come together and build a package together, definitely, and see how we could either get some of your resources out, the crops out, so sell them in different marketplaces where it's needed as a group, because I know individually that is, it's a major challenge, and it's, in this day and age, especially with all the wars, it's not going to happen. But so I'd just really like to plug in and maybe connect as well with Roslyn. I couldn't hear where you're from, but I gather that it's the Caribbean somewhere, and also my networks are out in the Caribbean as well. So as they say, unity is strength. So let's all just come together and see what we can do, really. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can you drop your LinkedIn or something on the chat so we can get in contact with you?
Yeah, I've been trying to find some of you on LinkedIn. I can't find you, so I've sent you direct messages. I will also do that now. Thank you.
Oh, Christiana, if you take my name, you'll find it in linked. And I know that Naimina is in linked too.
So
okay.
When you check the leaderboard on CSW 70, you will see that I am number one.
Yeah. So number one, she's at the top. Number one at the leaderboard. She didn't joke at all.
People have tried
to pass me. She did not joke at all.
Thank you so
much. Before we lose these two people that are very, very important, Evelyn, are you still there? No, I think she's gone. No, wow. I see her phone number. I see her phone. Patience Ekuno. Are you still there? Okay, they're gone. I see their names, but I think they're gone. Oh, okay. These are stakeholders that are asking, what is Shefarmers about? How do we get in? And I think we stayed too long and they had to leave. Okay, any other question? Any other discussion? Any other contribution? Any other patting on the back? As for me, I'm patting everybody on the back. That fantastic. Yeah, okay. Monale.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if there's a website or anything online, like on Instagram or anywhere I can follow the Shefarmers initiative. I really like what you guys are doing. I study international development, so this is specifically within my field.
Can you put your website on your web address on the chat so she can take it? Okay. I will also put our own web address, which is Inwelle Center, on the chat so you can look at what we do. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
I'm putting it on the chat right now.
What of Dr. Memuna? Is she there to put for
Yes,
Shefarmers?
I'm here.
Yeah, I told her she's doing that.
I'm trying to
Okay.
put that of Shefarmers. Let me see.
Okay, I just put that of Inwelle Center, Inwelle Study and Resource Center on there. You can copy it and see what we do. We also have all these skills acquisition for young girls. We always have boot camps for them.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Please just type. I'm trying to. It is not. I think I've.
Okay, she's giving us her LinkedIn. I think what I will do is to go to your website. I will copy your link and I will send to her. How about that?
Okay. Yes. Yes. It's okay.
On her link. I'll do that.
Okay. Then. Thank you.
Let me write it down so I don't forget.
Okay. Shefarmers.
No. Let me. I know your website is just to remind myself that I'm supposed to do this.
Okay.
Send Shefarmers link to Monale. Oh no, that was shown. I have a link, not Monale. Monale, give us your LinkedIn.
Oh yes, I've just sent it into the chat.
No.
I just saw it.
This is not our website. Dr. Lydia, this is not our website, please.
I know where the website is because she posted it on WhatsApp and I used it to get to your website.
Yes.
So, yeah, so I will send it to her. Don't worry. I just made a note here. Immediately after this, I will send it. Please, Dr. Habib.
Yes, please.
By the night, write me asking me, have you done it? I know I will do it, but at least I want to be able to say, yes, I have.
Okay. No problem.
All right. Okay. Any other thing? Because we really...
her name is Inadun Monale Siriwiwa.
Monale Siriwiwa?
Yeah, my name Inadun Monale Siriwiwa.
Monale Siriwiwa.
So that's a correct name.
Okay, we have overstayed by almost 30 minutes, but that's good because we're having a good conversation. And yes. I thank everybody. My friends that responded, my colleagues. I saw my colleagues here. Okay. My colleagues that came in, Shefarmers, you are the best.
Thank you so much.
Your presentation is fantastic. Please.
Thank you.
And you keep doing what you're doing because you're doing it well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Any person that wants to say anything before we close this? Nobody else. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
I say that thank you to everybody. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful.
Thank you.
Christy, can I just say one thing before you close?
No, I'm not going to close. Even after people have left, I will still wait for the presenters to talk.
Okay, I just want to...
But I will stop recording.
Okay, I just want to appreciate this program, and, I have learned a lot. I try to get people to join. That's all I can do at my age now, to give awareness to many people so that they know what is going on. So I appreciate you guys very much. And keep doing what you are doing. You are doing great. Okay.
Well,
Chrissy is my niece anyway. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, Aunt Evelyn, you're there. Okay, you can talk to us now.
I was talking.
No, we didn't hear you. We were asking you to talk. We didn't hear you.
Oh, but I'm unmuted.
Okay, we just heard you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, I was just acknowledging and appreciating you guys for what you are doing, awareness to local farmers. I'm sure it's in the pipeline. It will get to them. And we really need to encourage women in the cities, in the villages, wherever they are. I've always
been interested in farming. So I appreciate you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. You are doing great.
Thank you so much.
She used to be the registrar at, sorry, not registrar, chief accountant,
The bossa,
right?
the bossa.
The bossa at University of Nigeria and Nsukka. And I can tell you when I was at Nsukka, I was eating from her farm.
Oh, that's nice. She has been a farmer for a very long time.
Yes, I mean, I'm talking about 81, 82. I was eating from her farm.
That's nice. Well done, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Yes,
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Who else? Please, anybody that wants to talk can talk, because I'm looking at the names. And Pepile from South Africa. Pepile, are you there?
No, from Swaziland.
Swaziland.
Yes.
Forgive me, but you know how
Hi, guys. I was a bit out because it's all about business and I'm into education, but I've learned something to take.
Pepile was my classmate at the University of Exeter College of it's my John, St. Mark and St. John, Plymouth.
Yeah, St. Mark and St. John. And Plymouth.
Okay, so tell us what you want to tell us. Oh, network problem too, huh? Swaziland.
Yeah. Yes. But keep on empowering women. And actually, agriculture is the way to go. But not for people my age. I'm too old to start going into agricultural business. All I'm looking at is backache and, mentoring. I'm an educationist.
Okay. And you can teach people agriculture too.
Yeah, and I'm having difficulty with my volume as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, I will stop recording and we can just have chats.
Yeah. Did Vivian join?